maybe even only one. All righty. We're going to roll our shoulders up, back, and down a couple times. Relax those shoulders out of your ears. Let's do some big circles and let the body move with those circles. As a matter of fact, let's take a wider stance and then bend the knees a little bit, round, open, round. It's like a giant cat-cow. Flexion and extension. One more time, flexion and extension. And then drop everything back to our original position. Ribs down, shoulders sloping, back of the neck is long and drawn in. All right, we're going to step out with that right foot. We're going to do a semi-curtsy today, a little bit different. So weight stays on the right leg. You can keep the left toe gently on the ground because I want you to lower for a count of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, keep going, 2, lower, and 1, woo, and then stand up. Okay, that's all we're doing, one of those, because that killed me. Here we go again. 8, 7, 6, lower each time, 5, 4, lower 3, lower 2, lower 1, and stand up, and again, lower. You can do what you want with your hands, just make sure that on each count, you get a little lower if you can, and then stand up on that last count and drop, 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 oh, and up. How we doing here and here? Woo, hopefully we're feeling them good. And again, we drop and drop and drop. And bring it up, woo, again. And you are welcome to add any arm movement if you want. We're almost done with this leg. And relax. Take that right leg, bring it across the left. Arms up and over, hips go to that right side, round it a little bit, open it a little bit, and then step it back out. We got to get that same look to the other side. So weight on that left leg. We start to swirl around and we drop for 5, 8, 7, 6, 5, a little deeper, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up. And we drop 8, 7, 6, 5, deeper, 3, 2, and 1. And again, arms if you want. Ooh. And you can count to yourself. If you're not with me, that's fine. Just a few more here. How about one more? And bring it up. Ooh, left leg, oh, over right. Hips go left, arms go to the right. Round it and open it. And then we'll go wide stance. We're gonna come down, warm up that back a little bit, cat and cow. Good, rounding and extending, press that chest open, round it and extend it. Now let's drop the right shoulder in, round and extend, round and extend. Drop that left shoulder in, same thing, we round and extend, round and extend, and back through center. Big deep breath in, and relax. Shoulders out of those ears, walk those feet in. Let's come to the back of the mat. We'll stand just mat width apart. We'll come down one more time for a cat and one more time for a cow. Pull those abs in, pull those ribs in. Keep those legs wide, walk those hands out, shift into your high plank position. Point your right toes, bring them to your left elbow, back to center. Left toes to your right elbow. Bring your feet a little closer now. Then you're going to bring your right knee, right elbow. You're trying to do this without moving your hips. Left knee, left elbow. And then we're going to walk back just the tiniest bit. Shift into that plank, right knee, right nose, or toes touch, nose touches, and then pike it up. So right knee to your nose, little curl in your spine, pike it up. Curl, pike, two more, curl, pike, last time, curl and pike. Right toes down, shift it forward, left knee, knee to nose, and pike, knee to nose, pike, knee to nose, pike, two more, knee to nose, pike, knee to nose, pike, down, knees down. Sit back, rest those hips on your heels, arms can be out front or by your sides. You can make some little fists and give them some space. Then we're going to come up, walk those hands over to the right a little bit, cow and cat. Back through center, hands over to the left, cow and cat. All right, come on down onto your elbows and let's drop into a little baby Sphinx pose. Shoulders drop back and down, toes point, abs in, roll those shoulders back, nod your head yes, back to the neck, nice and long, ribs pull in, holding a little extension here. And then we're gently going to come down, take a little break here. And then our hands are going to go back by our sides. We're going to bring those legs a little closer. Lift your shoulders up, drop them down. Lift them up, drop them down one more time. Lift and drop. And then bring your head to center. Lift the shoulders, lift the arms, straighten them out. Keep your toes on the ground. Lift the kneecaps, lift the belly button. Lift your upper back, but I want you to reach your arms down your legs and squeeze your shoulder blades together so you feel that beautiful extension in your upper back. Head is in line with your spine and relax down. Inhale. Exhale, knees, belly button lift, shoulders retract and round toward each other, arms lift, pinkies to the sky, fly those arms and down. Deep breath in. We lift on the exhale, we hold on the inhale, we try and extend a little more and down, exhaling, inhale. Exhale, knees and belly button lift, shoulders lift, roll them together, pinkies to the sky and down one more time. Inhale, prepare, exhale, lift, inhale, hold and squeeze, and then we exhale down. We're gonna come up and flip over as if we're gonna do a side plank. We're not, but we do want to prepare by pushing the shoulder back, lifting up out of it, engaging these ribs. We're going to stack those knees. Now, from this position, we're going to be doing some clam work. It's really easy for these ribs to drop. So press away. So I'm even going to move a little bit away from my shoulder. And you want to keep lifted through here. We'll have the tendency to drop. So just be aware of that. Everything else is stacked, and we just lift a leg at a time, top leg. Did that shoulder creep up and down, lift up out of that. Keep that space between your ear and your shoulder. Keep those ribs pulling back. Two more here. Beautiful. Then we're just going to pivot open, regular old clam. Beautiful. Then we're going to leave the knees down and lift those toes up and see how those ribs want to go forward. So you have to really brace yourself as you lift up. Beautiful. Come up, leave that bottom knee bent. Take the leg you just worked, bring it in front of you just a little bit, but make sure that you push the hip down onto the ground, right? So I'm not going to stay lifted on that side. I'm going to push that down. Then I'm going to give that leg a gentle pull across to stretch out that area we just worked. While I'm there, I'm going to straighten out my bottom leg. And then that top leg can just flop open. So figure 4 stretch, you need to sit nice and tall. If you want to, you can bend that knee. Try not to roll back, but sit nice and tall. Beautiful. All right, the leg that you just worked, the bent knee, put it on the ground and roll to that side. So here we are again, stacked up. Press that shoulder back, lift up out of it, engage those lats, those ribs. And then again, keeping the ear out of the shoulder, we lift. Knee is bent. Again, heels together and we pivot open. Abs in. Then we're going to lift those heels up in the air and see how those ribs want to cave. So be aware, we stay lifted. Good. Bottom leg goes on the ground. Top leg comes across, make space so you can plop that hip on the ground, right? We don't want to roll off of it. And then just give a nice tug across. While you're there, you can straighten out the bottom leg so it comes behind. And then you can either keep that stretch or you can flip that leg open. All right, and then from there, we'll go ahead and spin over to our seated position. Shoulders back and down, abs in, hinge back, give those ribs a little pull in. So now you're in your roll down position. You're welcome to open your arms into a T or a V or an I. Lower them down, come up. Option to give yourself a little extension at the top. So we exhale back, you inhale, ribs in, something with your arms if you want. I didn't mention cactus arms, that's a possibility. Now we're going to add on just a little bit. We're going to hinge back. We're going to grab the back of our left hamstring and bring that thigh toward our ribs, really close, not way out here, right? And then we'll let go, a little extra challenge here. Now, without whoop, my leg down, I want to see if I can come up to my leg. I'm going to hinge back. Maybe I do something with my arms. I'm going to come up and try not to move my leg too far away. So I'm going to leave it, when I come down, I'll leave it where it is. When I come up, I'm going to try and leave it where it is. And then left leg down, shoulders back and down, roll back, lift that right knee, figure out where it's going to need to be, come up to it. So maybe it doesn't start out right above your hip because then it'll get in your way, but do your best. And we've taken the 4 count out. It's just a 2 count, roll back and come up on the inhale. Good, keep that going. 2 more. And then we come back to center. We're going to grab the hamstrings. We're going to curl down, take our time, a vertebra at a time, knees in, give them a tug. Let's open the knees and bring them together like a little circle. And then go the other way, please. And then a little rock side to side. Knees come in and move away. In and away, and while they're away, move them to one side, bring them up and in, over to the other side, so circles. And then go the other way. And then lastly, arms out into a T, and we'll let those knees drop to the left. So a nice twist here. Lift your right leg up, left leg follows, and we twist to the right. Then left leg lifts, right leg follows, feet go on the ground. All right, deep breath in. Exhale, float the head, neck, and shoulders off the ground. Inhale, snow angel arms and down. Exhaling, deep breath in. Exhale, lift. Inhale, snow angel and down. If your neck, as always, if your neck is bothering you, you can keep the head on the ground. Remember, extending those arms helps to create some resistance. You just have to be aware as those arms come overhead, you want to really pull those ribs down. 2 more like that. And then let's just add those stacked knees. Inhale, extend. Exhale, snow angel, so double leg stretch. Really take a moment to straighten those legs at the top. And on this last one, we'll just hug that in, take a quick rock side to side, and then let's extend those legs up, reach up, grab the back of the right leg. Let's see if we can get it a little straighter than we think it needs to be and flex through the heel. So we activate the quad, feel that stretch here in your hamstring. Flex the left leg if you want, and then let's just switch. So we're gonna do that slow motion scissors. If that bugs you, you can do the regular scissors, right? So the regular scissors, pulse, 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 pulse. I just like that little extra flexibility. So I'll take that moment, instead of pulsing, I'm gonna flex and pull. And bend those knees, give it a hug in, and then we'll stack tabletop for our toe touches. So flatten those ribs, abs drawn in, arms out, single leg if you want, single leg with a heel flex, or double leg. And of course, those double legs could be flex. You could even have your little Pilates V if you want, with knees no wider than hips. Couple more here. And feet on the ground in that Pilates V. Bring those knees to their right, just hip distance apart, but they are open in that V shape. Hands down, we're gonna lift those hips up in a nice bridge, and then just take that right leg, and all you're gonna do is straighten the knee so that the foot comes up and off. Look at your left knee. Did it come in? It's supposed to stay open. Right heel taps left, extend. Heel to heel, extend. Left glute and hamstring should really feel this. Last time. Woo, heels together. Let those hips come down. We'll stretch in just a second. Deep breath in, flatten the ribs, lift the hips, squeeze up, extend that left leg, make sure the right leg stays open, heel to heel and extend, heel to heel and extend. Last one, and then heels together. Woo, drop that down. Let that left leg just flop open right where it is on that angle. Let's bring that right knee in. Actually, you know what? Let's stretch the left one first. Right leg flops. Left leg comes in, knee's gonna come towards the shoulder. Bring it to center, let it move away, over to the shoulder again and up and in. We're gonna reach down with both hands, pull on those toes, maybe pull and press, flex that foot to the sky a little bit, play with that foot, move those toes around. And then lastly, straighten that leg. And then bring that left leg down, let it flop. Right knee comes in. We'll let it come over to the right, move away, back through center. Let's go the other way, down, around, out, and then let it flop. We're gonna reach down, grab those toes, play with those feet. See if we can flex that foot towards the sky. And then straighten that leg out and come down. Woo, legs long, point those toes, arms come up overhead, deep breath in. Exhale, bring your hands right above you, float the head, neck, and shoulders part of the way off the ground. Inhale, lengthen them by your ears, and then exhale, come down. Let's all bend the left knee and do that same thing. Exhale, get both shoulder blades off the ground, reach your arms over your head, or T or V or I, and then come down. If you're able, on the next one, you can stop here, or if you're able, you can come all the way up, roll up, single leg roll up, and roll back down with control. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, make sure your hands are low as you create the movement. Inhale at the top. And then this time when you come down, let's bend the right knee and straighten the left, and we'll do those partials. Come part of the way up, shoulder blades off the ground, something with your arms, bring that down, inhale. Exhale to lift, arms extend, exhale down. One more like that, or as many as you need to, if the full roll up doesn't work for you. But you're adding that full roll up if you want. And on this last one, we're going to stay down and hug those knees in once again. Then we're going to stack them tabletop, arms out, palms up, and we're going side to side. Just keep your feet lifted. Your body's going to want to let them dangle, so do your best to keep them lifted. Then come back to center. Let your knees go just a little bit to the left. Keep your toes up here, not down here, but move the thigh away like a toe touch, and your left toes will touch ground. Come back up. Knees go to your right. Make sure you see your toes. On that same angle, lower your knees to the side and come up. So it's my thigh moving away from my body, not my toes dropping down toward my hips. So it's that rotation and toe touch now. And we'll pause and hug those knees in, take a little break. And while those knees are there, let's reach down and grab those ankles, and we're rolling like a ball. Exhaling on the roll, inhaling at the top to pause. And when you get to the top this time, go ahead and put your feet down, sit up nice and tall, and let's grab the backs of the legs and find our balanced position. Notice if your shoulders are here, let's do our best. And we're going to extend that left leg and use it to help us come out of any roundedness that we have. Right leg opens, open leg balance here. Try and get those legs as straight as you can. When we go into the rocker, it's with control, right? So I don't roll onto my head, I curl into my spine. This isn't, optimal for everyone. If you have some low back issues, osteoporosis, then you don't need to do this, right? You could just hold the balance. Do 2 more and then meet me in that balanced position, please. Nice. Keep your hands where they are. Put your heels on the ground. Scoot those heels forward a little bit to bring you into a spine stretch. And then you can straighten those legs if you want. Tighten those quads to feel that in those hamstrings. Pull those glutes out from under you. Press tall, and then make sure as you come forward, it's a hinge, not a drop. Arms extend, reach, stretch, open. Beautiful. All right. Now we're coming over onto our side, but this time we are going to lie all the way down. So that means we want a nice long straight line in our body. Waistline is lifted. I did these yesterday, and I think we did too many of them. So I'm kind of miserable in a minute. All right, keep the waistline lifted. Take your top leg, lift it up, but turn the toes down. Touch your toe to your toe, lift it up, touch your toe to your heel. So heel is leading to the sky, toe is touching at the front, toe is touching at the back. So toe touches toe, toe touches heel. Now we're going to switch it up and place your heels together. Then you go toe up in the air, toe touch your toe, toe up in the air, toe touch, or heel touches heel. So go heel to toe, heel to heel, heel to toe, heel to heel. And then we come up, we turn the toes down and touch the toes. We come up, we turn the heel down and touch the heels. Try and do all of this without weeble wobbling to the side, right? So we're not trying to, whoop, whoop. You have a dot of paint on your hip, and you just do your best that that dot of paint doesn't get smeared. And we're almost done. I hope you guys are feeling these. As I said, I did these yesterday, so yeah, thank you, Carol. I'm feeling them. Woo! Let's bend that top knee. Give that hip some love. All right, listen up. Stretch out so that you can roll over, keep that leg where it is, onto your tummy. That same arm is going off to the side, and then you can just look at your elbow. Okay, listen up. Take your back arm and bring it underneath your front arm, right? Did you see what I did there? And then the arm that was here in a right angle, it's just going to open up, and I'm going to twist. And then the last thing we're going to do, this knee is still bent. It's going to stay bent, but I'm just going to let it pivot across the thigh as I roll onto my spine, right? So getting that figure 4 stretch. And we'll go ahead and drag the opposite leg in and increase that stretch, press that hip open so we get even more love on that hip. Good. Stretch your legs out again. And extend your legs. All right. Hopefully you know which side you just did. You're doing a beautiful roll up and flip it onto the other side. So your head just goes to the other end, arm underneath that ear, waistline lifted. We lift the top leg, we turn the toes down, and we tap toe to toe, toe to heel, toe to toe, toe to heel. And again, trying to keep that waistline lifted. And now let's switch it so heels are together, and then I come up with the heel down to the toes. So my heel is coming to the toes, and then heel to heel, heel to toe. Again, try not to move too much. And then we go toe to toe, up, heel to heel, up, toe to toe, up, heel to heel. And bend that knee. Ooh, yikes, give that hip some love. And then you just pivot over. So you're facing that knee, that same arm is going to go in a right angle. Rest here, looking at that elbow crease. And take your back arm and slide it under the front arm. Take that front arm, lift it up, and pivot open into a twist. And then all you do is flop onto your back, and you should be in that passive figure 4 stretch. And then we'll drag that heel in. We'll go into our thread the needle. You can use your elbow to press that leg open. Beautiful. And then relax. Once again, we lengthen those legs out. Deep breath in. On the exhale, we're going to do a roll up, or you can just mosey your way to a seated position. We're going to come up. We're going to extend those legs into a little V. Pull your glutes out from under you. Press yourself tall. And then option to straighten your legs, or if that, pulls you into that rounded spine, go back to bent knees. Let's extend those arms. Take your left arm, twist it to the front, hinge towards your right leg, and reach the arm back. Inhale back to center. Other way, reach and fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, lift. And bend. Couple more soles here. And then we'll sit up tall. You can bring the feet together, big toes to touch. Sit up out of that spine, extend, arms out. Left hand, we're going to the left 3 times for our twist, but we're going to check those toes every time we come back. Make sure they're still together. And again, our toes are flexed back towards us. To the left, here we go. Twist, exhale, 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 inhale tall. To the right, twist, twist, twist. Check your toes. To the left, to the right, and center, center, one more. Last. And relax. We're going to bend the knees a little bit. We're going to grab the toes. We're going to pull them back. So you should feel a nice stretch on your feet. Pull those toes back. Then let the toes push your fingers forward. And then you're going to scooch your booty back. I'm still keeping a bend in the knee so I can keep hold of the feet. And then finally drop your head. So not spine stretch. This is just a passive ragdoll stretch. And then we'll sit up, nice and tall, and we'll spin. Well, you don't need to spin, you're there, aren't you? Come back down on your mat, rolling down, hug those knees in, take a little rock. All right, so we're gonna do some straight leg work, but if you want to make this bent knee like toe touches as we just did earlier, that's absolutely fine. Otherwise, legs are up, connect your ribs down towards your hips, nice and flat, back of the neck is long, right leg is gonna lower and flex to lift. Same thing, left leg and flex to lift. We're gonna do a few single legs like this. And again, this can be with a bent knee. Now, we're gonna lower that right leg, open it to the right, come back up to the left. Left leg down, up and around, right leg down, up and around, left leg down, up and around. Now, right leg over, down, and around,
left leg over, down, and around, right leg over, down, and around, left leg over, down, and around. Check this out, right leg comes up, left leg goes down, they both pivot open and come back to center. Now left leg comes up, right leg goes down, they both pivot open, back to center, helicopter exercise. So right leg forward, left leg down, pivot around, left leg forward, right leg down, pivot around, big helicopters. If you get confused, you could just make big circles. If you're doing this here with bent knees, that's absolutely fine, right? So we would go right knee in, left knee away. They're going to go pivot open as best they can and then reverse it. And then let's all come back through center, and we're just going to do 4 double leg lowers if that works for you. Again, it can be bent knees, reach and back up. And then finally, put those feet outside of your mat. We're going to drop the right knee open, let the left leg drop in to stretch out those hip flexors. So right hand on the inside of that right thigh, maybe get a deeper inner thigh stretch. Left hand on the outside of that left thigh, press it down. Everything back up through center. Left knee drops open, right knee drops in. Again, a gentle press with the hands if that feels good to you. And back up, and we'll pivot one more time each way. And last time. Beautiful. Come on back through center, straighten out your legs, arms reach overhead. You're going to act as if you're a giant pancake and flip over onto your spine. Hands are going to stack right underneath your forehead for now. Legs are about hip width apart. Pull your belly button in, lift your kneecaps, and then lift your whole lower body legs. Lift your legs. Give me a slow motion flutter kick. And relax. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift your upper body, keep your lower body grounded, bring your arms out into a V, give me slow motion teeter-totter here without woohoo rocking on the hips. So try and stabilize right at your hip area. And then come back. Deep breath in. Exhale, belly button in, lift your legs again. This time pick up the pace a little bit. And relax. Arms, legs stay grounded, arms up, and a little pace. Again, try not to rock those hips. And relax. Let's do a quick windshield wiper before we put those together. All right, legs and arms, deep breath in. If you don't like the flutter kicking, you just do opposite arm, opposite leg. Otherwise, everything lifts up and we flutter kick. You inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you exhale. And inhale and exhale. And relax, press back, resting position. Come up through a cow, back through a cat, cow, and cat. Beautiful. We're going to flip over onto our spine. Left knee is bent, right leg is in. Give it a nice stretch. Let's rotate at the ankle, point and flex. Use your right hand to pull those right toes back, and we're going to flex it to the sky again, and maybe mobilize while it's there. Then we'll straighten out the left leg. We'll bring the right leg to center, point, lift yourself up with that leg, bring the leg closer, flex through the heel, and then come down. Turn that leg in, arms out to the side, let it drop to the left, and at the last minute, if you want, you can bend it. As you come back through center, we drape the ankle across the thigh, little passive figure 4. We'll bring it up, extend that left leg, flex and point, rotate, and bend, and then finally knee over knee, hug it in, little rock side to side, arms into that T, knees drop left. Straighten out the left leg, bring the right leg back through center, and see if that right one hopefully feels a little better, a little flatter, a little longer. So bring the left knee in, right leg flops open. We'll rotate that left ankle, we'll point it and flex it, and grab those toes and pull them back, flex to the heel. And then we'll straighten out the right leg, bring that left leg to center, we'll point the toes and lift ourselves up. We'll climb a little higher, flex through the heel and bring it down. Turn the toes in and let that leg drop. Bending the knee at the last moment if you want. Back through center, ankle drapes over the thigh. We're going to bring everything in. Extend that right leg so we can flex and point through that ankle. And then bend, crisscross, hug. Arms into a T, and we drop to the right. And then right leg straightens, left leg straightens, however you want to, maybe on your hands and knees for cat-cow. We'll just do that little undulating cow-cat, forward and back. And then let's find a boxy shape, tuck the toes, lift the knees, and then press back. And then as always, you're welcome to pedal it out a little bit. Wide stance. Nod yes and shake no. Bend the knees, hands on your thighs. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow.